Hey, today we're going to change it up a little bit. Today we're going to go on the Coxy truck trail. Now this road is a pretty mild and doable road for almost all vehicles except streetcars. So if you're going to be driving a streetcar, especially a two-wheel drive streetcar, it's probably better for you to stay on the asphalt roads like all the other masses. But if you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, truck, even a two-wheel drive truck, you can do this road. And that means that your adventure doesn't start when you get to the Big Bear Lake or Holcomb Valley or up in that area. Your adventure starts down in the bottom. And your adventure leads you up to places that many people never get to see because they just don't have the vehicle to get there. Now, again, it does not require four-wheel drive, although I will say I always like to have four-wheel drive if I need it. All-wheel drive is good enough too. Clearance, the more clearance you have is always good, but doesn't need a whole lot of clearance. So let's go check out this road that'll get us up to Holcomb Valley, Fawnskin, and Big Bear Lake. Let's do this. You can reach this road several different ways. We're on the Rock Springs Road coming out of Hesperia area off of Maine. It's the fastest route for us. So as you go down through here, you'll see different homes. This is the Apple Valley area. Now Rock Springs Road has changed into Roundup Way. And as you can see, we are approaching the end of the paved road and the beginning of the dirt road. Now for comfort's sake, we're going to air down on this trip, just not quite yet. Now on Bowen Ranch Road, which is our next stop sign, the second one, you're going to turn right. If you go straight, it gets real rough as soon as it goes down that hill. Really rough. So definitely four-wheel drive, high clearance. But we're going to turn right here, and the road is going to be wide, as you can see, big, with some washboard. Now as you leave the neighborhood, one of the first things you're going to see is this. Now, for as long as I've been coming up here, way over a decade, that has always been there. You're also going to come up onto a ranch on the right side as you're heading into the hills. It is being obviously restored. They're doing a good job with it. And so keep an eye on that. So we're airing down to give us some comfort and additional traction. Okay, we're aired down and we're on the Bowen Ranch Road. The Coxey Road is ahead, Coxy Truck Trail. I'll give you the signposts and some of the navigation waypoints as we go up. Not waypoints in GPS, because honestly you don't need a GPS to travel through here. There are actually street signs and or off-road signs. As you can see, we have Joshua trees and junipers at this elevation. So we are really at this point in the transition zone. we've been encountering boulders, but as we get higher and higher in elevation, we're going to find larger boulders that have granite boulders that have eroded away over the years. There are a lot of trails, dirt road trails up here that to explore. I have not done nearly all of them, and I have ridden in some of the major names like John Bull, Gold Mountain, Holcomb Creek, Rattlesnake Canyon, Heartbreak Ridge, some of these trails up in here, but there are still many unnamed. I have done White Mountain and all the major roads, so this is by no means the only way in and around here, but it is a good way if you do not have an off-road vehicle. As you can see, some granite over there. And we begin to see some of our views. Back in here is also a horse ranch. Now here we're going to turn left on the Coxy Truck Trail. You can see a vehicle up there on the other side of the lines coming down. Now that's where we get close to our hill, so we're going to be trying to film that for you. Let's get a little farther up here though. This would be the only tough part, is these hills. Okay, Coxey Creek is ahead, but we definitely are entering into the Douglas fir pine trees. Getting ready to leave the transition zone and head into the higher altitude or higher elevation zone. Maximus is equipped with a front trail camera. So I'm going to give you an idea of what it looks like. As you can see this thing, that's the front bumper down below. You can see the top of the Warren winch as it goes down. It also has a rear camera, which you can see back there as well. It's nice when you're backing up. Now we got a few little rocks here. Let's see what that looks like as we go. And obviously it doesn't pick up the rocks as being anything monumental, and they really aren't. We'll roll over the top of them. What you see here is a road coming in from Coxy Truck Trail, and it's a hallway or hawa road, something like that. It's a ranch road, and a ranch used to be out in here, and since then the Forest Service has blocked it off. You can still walk it. This used to be a really good camping spot, and for a couple people it might still be, but the fence used to be way out there. Now they've enclosed this with another fence, so basically it's almost just a turnabout. You can get a few small little places to camp, but it would fill up fast. I'm not sure why they're doing that or what their ideology is, but the idea. But this is a really cool place to come and have a picnic, and that's something I think we should do. approaching Burn Spring, which is a dried up spring. You're not going to see us down at the bottom on the right, but we are on the Shelf Road. As you can see, that's a drop off there. That's not where we want to go. So if you don't like shelf roads, this will be the one section that you won't like. Everything else is not exposed. This one is slightly exposed, but it is a lot wider than it used to be, and I think it's pretty easy. I've actually seen an automobile come up this road when it was not in great shape. Now granted, I don't know what it did to the undercarriage, but there was an automobile I've seen drive up this road, so it doesn't need four-wheel drive or high clearance by any means. And now we are entering into the Big Pine area. Notice the drastic change in the environment. Pine trees, and on the right there is a campground up here in a little ways. You can see a trail there for quads and motorcycles. And then we have trail on the other side over here. Looks like for foot traffic only. And then we come to the paved section and nearing the end of the Coxey truck trail. How cool is that? Okay, that concludes our trip up the Coxey Truck Trail Road. This is what we get as reward. It's a easy, cool road. Unfortunately, they got these fences here. Hopefully they come to their senses and take those things down. It obstructs our view of the creation that God has made. But still, even with all that, it is a really, really good road to drive up. Very scenic and very cool looking. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you want to see more of this content, hit the subscribe button. And you can hit that bell and it'll let you know when the next video is up. Also, there is that ability of you to leave a comment for things you might know about this trail that I didn't post in this video. So I hope you enjoyed the drive, and I'll see you on the next one. This video is dedicated to the memory of Robert Davison Jr., my oldest brother, my only older brother, who passed away at the age of 49 due to some complications from surgery. He was a resident of Big Bear, and that's why we took this road, because today marks that anniversary. And these are places he used to go, so we're dedicating this film today to him. That is cool.